What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. How everybody doing tonight? We're missing our foreign correspondent. He is doing another show. He should be popping in later, shortly, some shit like that. So without further ado, we're just gonna touch on some bullshit that's been going on in the news. Uh, couple stupid shits I've seen on social media, and just go see all around thoughts from the peoples out there. So without further ado, we do got motherfucking Dan D. Smith with us today. What's up, Dan?
Up, everybody. Damn, my head looks
Ugh,
big.
but don't look big. It is big.
Shut up.
So, first thing I want to address, I would like to say, fuck George Floyd and anybody who's fucking still sympathizing with that motherfucker. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. There. Uh, Everybody is going after this Hedgecliffe guy or whatever. I still really haven't watched too much of any of that shit, nor the Kill Tony. I mean, that it's become one of them things where everybody talks about it so much that I really don't care to see it. But I do know a couple of the comedians that, well, one has been on the show and one is about to be on the show, which, I mean, he's an okay one-liner guy, but I don't think he's anything spectacular to be winning anything or nothing. Um, no doubt. I mean, he's he does have his following, and he is a funny dude. I just don't think everybody's talking about. I guess getting a golden ticket is like the highest honor on that show or some shit like that. Um, and everybody's saying that he's gonna get it, but he might get it because he seems to be disabled. Excuse me. Did your ass just bark?
No, the dog barked. I don't have a donkey. Hey, enough! Goddamn dog.
she wants to be on the fucking screen.
Come here.
She,
Come here, Peach. This is like my fucking exes.
so
Hey, enough. Come here.
so
What is the
apparently, I
issue?
mean, I haven't watched the roast. I've heard bad things about it. Not so much that the comedy was bad. It was just apparently it's just it became a ploy to just make fun of or just rub it in the face that nobody's gonna do shit about anybody who is involved in a Diddy situation or
Let me go
uh,
check something real quick.
yeah um like I was saying I feel like that from what I've heard it was just celebrities rubbing it in the face of the people that they could get away with anything. I didn't watch it personally myself. Uh, I'm still on the fence whether I want to watch it or not. Just so uh, I don't really want to. I don't like talking about things that I didn't do any research or anything on. A few people did say that there were a few comments about the Epstein shit and the Diddy shit, and there wasn't too much other stuff. I'm not quite sure, so I don't know, but I know that the big headline is apparently the Kill Tony guy uh, made some George Floyd jokes. First of all, uh, most of those jokes, if not all the jokes, are on teleprompters, and they were not written by the people uh, that are using them. Second of all, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? All right, George Floyd was a dopehead who died of an overdose and just so happened to have a cop on his back at the time. Now, did I want to see anybody die? No. Did he deserve to die at that moment? No. But again, I refer back to the pregnant girl that he held a gun to while he was fucking robbing her to see how she feels about it. Nobody talks to her. Nobody says anything to her. Nobody says nothing. Uh, or how that child, who probably is a teenager right now, how he feels, to know that the world martyred the guy who almost murdered him before he breathed his first breath. So, yeah, fuck George Floyd and anybody who follows that motherfucker. You back? Oh, wait a minute. Your mic's off. In a second. I gotta fix that. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Fucking neighbors.
What happened?
Across the street. Just making, dogs freaking out over the shit they do.
Well, I mean, good dog.
Yeah. So I put it away for a minute. So, I don't know.
So what I was talking about the whole George Floyd jokes or whatever. Did you just have a ghost float through your room?
I don't know.
Dude, there was somebody that just fucking came from that fucking room, crossed behind you, and went to.
Hold on again.
That was crazy. Are your kids home?
Why don't you tell me when you're doing shit like that? Keep walking. Walk. Fucking walk.
I thought she was a ghost.
She ain't been in the sun yet.
Holy fuck, dude. I didn't see it. All I saw was this floating thing that just kind of, it came from the darkness in the back. It went right past you. Didn't even cast a fucking reflection in that mirror. It just kept going.
She might be a vampire, A. I don't know. She walks better than I do, so you don't notice her moving very.
Dude, it was like she floated through. That was crazy shit.
She got DoorDash.
Like, we could have fucking went viral. It's like the real ghost or an alien finally 4K, and it's just your daughter DoorDashing.
Yeah. That's
so. What are your thoughts on this whole George Floyd thing? First of all, did you watch the roast?
No, I haven't watched the roast. I don't like watching other comics.
I like watching the roast. I like the ones. I'm not like the Betty White roast. Was fucking hilarious. What other one? There was the Flavor Flav roast was hilarious. Who else?
I watched Tom Brady's.
The Tommy Lee one was hilarious.
No, but as far as that's concerned, people find anything to bitch about. Period. They want to be everybody else's business and complain about everything that doesn't even concern them.
And then when it seems like when it finally starts to calm down, then that's when people start wanting to fucking, you'll see somebody just throw something stupid up, and it was like, oh, well, we don't have nothing to be mad about, so let's just be mad about this. I mean, because, and the reason why I say that is because I seen a post earlier that said that if there were black folks on Epstein Island, there would already be a Netflix documentary out about it, with all the names and everything. Which I replied to it and said this is bullshit, because there's all kind of evidence of shit that went on at the Diddy parties. And the people who were at the Diddy parties were also frequenters of the island. And nobody says shit. Nobody says nothing. Not a fucking word. Oh, there's no, you show me where there's any kind of wrongdoing that wasn't adults. There is a fucking list. Everything from 13-year-old girls to 17-year-old boys who have been fucked by Diddy and his crew. Plus, there are alive people who've testified and said it. Alive. Now, since nobody wants to listen to Miss Allie Carter about Obama and about Bill Gates and about fucking the Clintons and several other celebrities that she done told on. She is a victim. Y'all always talking about fucking, we got to believe the victims and the victim this and the victim. She is an alive victim. And nobody wants to listen. Nobody gives a fuck because it ain't the names that people want to hear.
Targeted. It's targeted, basically.
It's targeted hate. You know, that they don't want to hear it because Obama was one of the first names that come out of not only Ali Carter's mouth, but Virginia Giuffre. God rest her soul.
She was killed or died or unalive.
After she survived getting hit by a fucking bus. Magically getting hit by a bus, she decided to unalive herself. But what the people who orchestrated that whole situation didn't know is that she had what they call a dead man switch or whatever. So as soon as she was gone, that video of her audio recordings got released, saying that if you heard this, and I'm paraphrasing, but saying that if you heard or if you're hearing this, then they got me. I was not suicidal. I never have been suicidal. That, you know, and she started going off on names. Within the first 2 minutes of that audio, she calls out Obama, who was not there for the little girls. He was there for the cabin boys. That is a quote. Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, who was doing some fucking Dr. Frankenstein shit there. Which they proved that there was a rooms like doctor type, lab type deals on the island. I mean, Hillary was there too doing fuck shit. And all them same people, because, you know, those are the first names on the list. But now we go lower names like Ashton Kutcher and David Copperfield and Ellen DeGeneres and all them other folks who were on the fucking island who just magically was all at Diddy parties.
Ellen DeGeneres was at a Diddy party?
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres was at many a Diddy party. She even had Diddy on her shows. And if you look real close on Ellen DeGeneres' background on her shows, it's the identical fucking print of that weird temple that's on Jeffy Island. The white and blue stripes with the gold.
I don't even remember seeing that. But I don't really. What the fuck?
Well, she's responsible for taking out Anne Heche. That bitch was still alive, and they showed her being stuffed into the back of the fucking ambulance like she was clawing her way out, horror movie style. And supposedly she ate her. Yeah, it's crazy shit with Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah. Oprah's involved in that shit too. Wait a minute. And from the deep, dark tundras of wherever the fuck he's at right now, we have Dino, the motherfucking genetic marvel, in the house.
Hey.
What's going on, Lego Sith?
That's fair. You guys were talking about Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah.
Bro, she's fucking, yeah, man.
Yeah, she's a demon, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it started off with the whole bullshit with that. They're going off on that Tony Hedgecliffe, whatever the fuck his name is, who said a joke about George Floyd. Everybody's having a fucking fit about. Yeah. Who fucking gives a fuck? But then it went to people. There's posts going around saying that if there were black folks on Epstein Island, then it would be on a Netflix documentary already, and we would all know. And I posted them like, that's bullshit, because nobody talks anything about the Diddy files, the Diddy videos, the Diddy everything that is out and it's public is out. Nobody gives a fuck about that. And then the answer to that is, well, there wasn't nothing as bad in the Diddy things as there was on the Epstein. No, there was.
What?
First of all, there's a list from 13-year-old little girls to 17-year-old boys who have been fucking assaulted by Diddy and his crew. There's a fucking list which I put on their post, and Not only that, but the same people who are frequenting, the lower level. We already know about the Obamas and the Clintons and the Gates there. We already know about that. But we're going a tier under there. The Ashton Kutchers, the Ellen DeGeneres, the David Copperfields, the fucking Kardashians. All them motherfuckers were where? Diddy parties.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for anybody who wants to come out with that bullshit, fuck you guys. You just want Trump to be seen. That is all you want. You guys just need to fucking give up we want the files and release the file. No, you just want to hear Trump's name.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's why it's insane, right? That's why you can't reason with people like this, because they're crazy, right? They're just that's it. Like, no, there's no way you can't convince them, like, hey, don't you think that everyone that's a pedophile should be prosecuted? Like, no, just Trump. And you're like, why do you think that way? Like, do you not understand how insane that sounds? Right?
You notice this whole Swalwell thing? The whole Swalwell thing lasted for what? Maybe a week? Maybe a week we heard about
that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, Eric Swalwell, one of the biggest sexual assault people, Trump's in the files and we got to stick up for the women and the victims. Yeah, not only was he fucking a Chinese spy, which we found out a couple years ago, which is true. I think they called her Fang Fang or some shit like that. Cheating on his wife with this woman.
Okay.
Held it like years long. Like a relationship with this woman,
like a full affair, not I banged some Asian chick at a conference. Yeah,
right. But also videos that came out of him forcing women, prostitutes and non-prostitutes, date raping chicks. Chicks came out and said that they've been drugged and woke up with him inside them. Yeah, and all that right under the rug. Nobody wants to hear about that.
Nope. Terrifies me that, like, the more and more you hear someone is vocal about being anti something, you immediately are skeptical that, oh, they're definitely guilty of that. Like, it's so fucking weird that, like, I don't know if it's audacity or stupidity of someone who is actively date raping people to talk about anything in regards to some sort of moral standard. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, what are you talking about? Right? Like, that's crazy to me. But that's right now, that's anyone who's like, I would never do XYZ. They definitely did XYZ. Like, it's basically the same as, you can trust me. Don't trust them. I know what I'm doing. They don't know what they're doing. Like, it's very, yeah. As soon as they're vocal, that's it.
It's fucking crazy to me. It's fucking crazy.
It is. It's really
and crazy. Then, like, and this kind of folds into another a big issue, apparently, that everybody is twisting so fucking much. It's unreal. Is this whole redistricting shit we got going on here in the States. So this is Democrats stepping on their own dick. This is Democrats. They started this.
It's to stop gerrymandering, right? Like, that's the whole idea.
Well, no. It is a gerrymandering. It's just they want it because the Democrats were losing lockstep. They decided that they were going to start moving around districts to get more seats in the House. And when you move around districts, that means there was predominantly more of one particular people in this district, and you have to split that up to make it fair. It's supposed to be we're all supposed to be equal. That was the whole DEI thing, wasn't it? Wasn't that the diversity, equity, and inclusion? That does not mean one particular race. Inclusion means everybody.
Yeah.
With or without a penis. So, I forget what state started it, but then Texas was like, well, if you guys could do it, we can do it too.
Oh boy.
Then California said, well, it is illegal for Texas to do it. Because, California, it makes the rules.
Okay, yeah.
So
That's
California decided they were going to do it. So then, just like the fall of the dominoes, you got 3 states doing it. Now all the states are wanting to do it. Well, what they're finding out, especially in these Democrat states, that when they try to split it evenly, because they all got to be approved by a judge or some kind of court. When they go to spread it evenly, the Democrats actually lose seats.
Oh wow!
So
that's
this
funny.
is what it's fucking hilarious. So this is where we're at in Tennessee. Now you look at Tennessee and they redistrict everything, and lo and behold, most of the Democrats in office have lost their seats in there. And now they're saying that it's racist because it's breaking up the black vote. Well, to me and to a lot of other Americans, there should not be a black vote. That is one of the most racist shit that I hear that comes out of people's mouths come election time, is they need the black vote and we want something for our vote. Motherfucker, they want the vote. The vote. You guys made it the black vote. The vote includes everybody. The black vote is just you. So what happens when they get the black vote and they still lose? That is whose fault do they blame? The black folks. And they still vote for them.
Can I ask you a question? Are people still under the delusion that Democrats are not racist? Like, they're excessively racist, right? Like, it's not okay. So, like,
and this is coming from another country, folks. This is an outsider who sees this.
I mean, it's very weird how people are like, yeah, people who are liberals or Democrats, whatever you want to call them, are just crazy people. That's and the thing is, like, the ones that are normal people are standing up for principles that their party no longer stands for anyway. Right. So you have people who in actuality are more what we would term now as a Republican or conservative. But the fact is, if you went back 50 years, all of us would be viewed as liberals because this shit's insane. But the people who are liberal right now would be, that's a crazy person. They belong in an asylum. That's not
right.
That's it's very weird right now. It's a weird time to be alive. And then, no violence.
And then, what? They love to bring back the olden times. They love to bring back the days of Jim Crow, and they love to remind people of they're showing the one guy who was acting a fool. Oh my God, if there wasn't cameras on, that cop should have fucking punched that fucking dude in the face. Some fucking a black seat holder, some shit, big old afro, talking all kind of poor shit like he was back in the fucking 50s, 60s. And screaming in a cop's face, boy, what you gonna do, boy, motherfucking boy. Dude, first of all, you're like a congressman or some shit like that. Really? The fuck is wrong with you? Act like you've been there, you fucking uncouth motherfucker. But, like, I'm still not understanding, like, all this shit that you're fucking portraying was to stop segregation, which now you are fighting for, and you're saying people who are not giving you segregation is racist.
Yes. None of that makes any sense.
This is my bubble. My bubble. Stay the fuck out of it.
I mean, like, it's you can't explain this and be like, oh, that's how it makes sense. You're like, no, it just doesn't. That's it.
Not even one bit. Not one bit.
There is no piece of sanity left in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how it got here, right? Like,
Oh, I can tell you exactly how I got here. And every time I say it or anybody else says it, they catch the biggest amount of hell. It was because of Barack Obama.
I don't understand how or why.
Because Barack Obama, everything prior to the Obama administration, we even talked about this before, Dan. The racism was damn near gone. The racism was damn near gone. We still had a few assholes here and there, but we were allowed to joke about anything. We were pretty much, TV wasn't all fuck censored. The only thing you're actually allowed to even have on TV anymore are tits and fucking blood. Gore and porn are the only thing that are still allowed there, and the porn better be biracial. And the gore, it better not be a white person killing anybody with any kind of melanin, unless they are the official bad guy who gets killed in the end. That's where it went. He pushed the whole gay agenda. They won't even let him back in Africa. And this was a few years back, but I watched an actual African news channel. Hard as fuck to understand. But an actual African news channel, and they said that they personally their government kicked Obama out of Africa. Not out of their town, not out of their little district, out of Africa, because he was trying to push that gay agenda of his in the fucking over there. He pushed the fucking the pro-black anti-white shit. He pushed Big Mike. I mean, he talked down to any black folks who didn't follow him.
Yeah.
I mean, that is how he implemented this, and how he just it went about the way of this. All cops were bad. Even though behind the scenes he was using cops to do his bidding, and he was going and bombing places, and he was paying people the fuck off. And he's starting to fucking rack up as many friends that unalived or magically died as the fucking Clintons.
Which is sketchy as fuck. Like, let's be honest. Like, this is the problem: is the more they try and stay in the spotlight, the more it's getting weirder and weirder. Which is exactly like, hey, Clintons already had their time. Why are they still involved in anything? I'm sorry, and that just goes towards the whole corruption of, you're like, yeah, they made laws happen, so now you have to pay them back, and they get speaking engagements where nobody fucking knows what they're talking about, and they get $500,000 because, wow, that used to be the president. Who the fuck cares?
And then, I loved how he went down and he told the people, I think, what was it, in Georgia, maybe Alabama, that he went up in one place and told people that if you didn't vote for the black woman, then it shows that the black man is, whatever. But then he went and endorsed a white woman over a black woman down in Georgia or Alabama or something like that.
Right. It's this weird thing, and I find it very frustrating, is the whole idea that people use something like color or something only when it benefits them. And you're like, hey, man, if you're going to only talk about race, then race is your only thing. You can't only use it when convenient. That's not, but like, it's,
you got to use the whole story. You got to use, it's just like the Bible. If you really want to believe in the fucking Christian Bible, and you really want to believe that Jesus was crucified, and you really want to believe that he fucking magically appeared as a good zombie, and he did all these miracles, then you also have to believe that fucking Lot fucking daughters and had kids with them. You also got to believe that Adam, Eve, their 3 sons, where'd the wives come from? Oh, well, yeah, they had more kids that were daughters, so the sons were fucking daughters. And all that, you can't, that is not disrespecting the Bible. That is what's there. That is what's written. And if you look at the Apocrypha, the books of Adam and Eve, before any female was made, Adam was fucking the animals, and then asked God, or told God that he was not compatible with any of these animals, that he also needed a mate.
No, they kept kicking him in the nuts.
They was
No way. They loved it.
and then,
Bad.
and
bad,
then that
Adam.
makes you think like, what animals were on the earth back then? What were the original animals? What were your basic animals before we ended up with all these millions of species? You know, was a dog a basic animal? Was a cat a basic animal? Was a goat a basic animal? They were in the desert. I mean, what were the original basic animals?
A lot of speculation there, sir. I'm not sure that.
I don't know what Bible
Hey,
you're reading, but all right.
You're 2 steps away because you're like, hey, it's the Apocrypha. Number one. Number two, it's the Book of Adam and Eve, where you're going,
Yeah, there's
maybe.
there's
I know that they exist, but also let's calm down. That's a little bit ridiculous, right? Let's not put all of our eggs in that basket of twice crazy, right? That's Apocrypha and the two first people of all of creation, right? They wrote a book. In case you wanted to get the fuck out of here, man. Calm down.
Well,
They were
actually,
fucking scorpions and prairie dogs.
Eve wrote most of the book, supposedly from
Hey,
the
hold-
magic
Wait a minute,
cave.
wait a minute.
Is
Wait a
it
minute,
extra
hold-
long and
hold-
have
hold-
retarded stories? Because that's
hold the
the
fuck
only way
on.
I'll believe it
Hold
was
the
Eve.
fuck on.
Okay,
Hold the fuck on.
retarded bitch.
How did Eve learn how to write before Adam?
They both knew how to write, but Adam
Was
was
he
dead
allowed?
before Eve. Adam
Hey,
was dead
hey,
before
hey.
Eve.
Listen. Both of you are retarded. Let's just start there.
Yes,
Okay, let's just
yes.
start there.
Well, here's some more. Here's some more religion mythology. They were banished out of Eden to the Cave of Wonders.
To the Cave of Wonders. That's a translation issue. That's not the Cave of Wonders. Also,
it was in
hey,
Aladdin.
hey,
It was in Aladdin.
I'm
Wasn't
sorry.
that the one with the big cat's face on it?
Oh, you know what? It was
That
in
sounds like
Aladdin.
the back
That
room of a
must be
porn
accurate.
theater.
If it was in Aladdin, of course, for sure that happened. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And also, remember, Aladdin was in China.
Hey, and remember too, the Cave of Wonders. That's some hardcore Jew shit. No thanks. I'm good. Okay?
Arabian days are like Arabian nights.
Yeah, you fucked that all up.
That is not that song, but hey, sorry.
And they're all in
Take
China.
that as
They're in China.
yeah. Well, hey,
Well, no,
Everyone-
that's Trump's in China.
That was
yeah.
the
Apparently,
Timu
it's
version.
a big
That was a Timu
it's a big
version.
hullabaloo.
See, they're just the only thing they've said over here is let's see, Trump and Xi meet in Beijing with Iran war and trade in focus. That's about it. And did you see, like, they're trying to stop the gas tax, like the federal gas tax over here, or at least temporarily stop it until all this bullshit calms down. Because what people don't realize, most of the money that they're paying in gas is tax.
Yeah.
It's tax.
Yep.
And the Democrats stopped it. Although there are a couple states that the states themselves stopped their state tax on there. But, oh, fuck. Here
Ours
we go.
isn't one of them.
Oh,
So,
my understanding.
no,
God is-
DeWine fucking stopped it.
Yeah, because DeWine's a piece of shit. Wait. Can you read this thing with Paul or no?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
It's well, my understanding is God created male and female. Then in the Garden of Eden, he formed Adam from the dirt. So one was created and one was formed. He breathed the breath of life into the nostrils of Adam, mankind that he created. He just created. There's a difference. Read the words, learn and understand it. It's my whole aspect of it is I believe I don't care what man has to say anymore because most men are liars. True. And most men don't know the truth and will never know the truth till that day we meet God. And end of story. I mean,
Okay.
like, yeah,
But that's
100%.
speculation too.
Yeah,
Well,
because
yeah.
with my belief system, and the guys know that I tend to
Witchcraft.
believe what is the oldest writings in the world. It's proven. It is a fact. It is a fact through carbon dating that the Sumerian texts are the oldest writings in the world. And it isn't just a few clay tablets. There are shit tons of these things, and they're in museums everywhere. And in them clay tablets, all the stories the Adam and Eve story. It's Adamu, actually. All the Adam and Eve stories, all the flood stories, because it wasn't Noah, it was Utnapishtim. And you know, all come from the Sumerian text, which then got plagiarized and twisted and switched and becomes whatever shit is now.
It's actually, there's more to it because there was Sumerian and the same types of stories got funneled into not only some parts of Greek mythology, they're also available in certain parts of Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, it's through everything.
It's a great story that just needs to be renewed every so often. The problem is this round, the one that they renew it with is going to be the gayest shit you've ever seen, and that's going to suck because you're going to have 2,000 years, who knows, maybe more, of some gay ass religion where they're like, yeah, it's queen, and you're like, yeah, shut the fuck up. How about that? That's what's going to happen.
No queens.
I mean, just like if you could take a parallel between Baal, whatever the fuck that fucking demon is that's supposedly worshipped by the elites, and you take the other fucking head deity of the day, Mithridates, and you take Jesus, and you put all them stories together, it's damn near an identical story.
I was at the Oddities and Curiosities show here in Toronto, and there was a guy who was selling a shirt that had like Baphomet, like doing a pose, and on top of it says thoughts and prayers. I was like, oh, Victoria's like, do you want that shirt? I'm like, yeah, but I can't own it while my mom is alive. Just that simple. Just can't do it. Can't chance it. It's not that's disrespectful. I can't do it. I couldn't even wear it.
And then even the consolidation of the evils in the world. I mean, because Lucifer was not Satan and is not the devil. And they're all different fucking entities. Just like the fucking, you know, all the demons, you know, people say that Beelzebub and Baphomet and all of them is that, no, those are all different fucking demons. And those are all different entities. And in every religion, it's all the same shit. I mean, you know, Dino brought up the Greeks. And it's a perfect example because, you know, if you look at Christianity or Catholicism, you got Jesus, God, the Holy Spirit, and then you got the angels, something about the Council of 12s that we still don't know who the fuck are. And then you got Satan, Lucifer, the dragon, the beast, Beelzebub, well, if you look in the Greek mythology, you got Zeus, you got Hera, you got Poseidon, you got Ares, you got all these other ones. And then there's their pantheon of deities and sub-deities. You know, the half breeds. I mean, you know, the Watchers are to the Cyclopses and the fucking Satyrs as the fucking Anunnaki.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, in the Bible, it criticizes paying obeisance or idolizing old gods or new gods. Okay? It says, this is the one. New guys, fuck them. Old ones, they're out. At some level, do you think it's possible that the God of the Bible was an invading force?
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of talks and a lot of theories and research done that says the God of the Bible is actually Satan. Like he was actually like the God, the God that runs, because Satan was supposed to rule the earth. God sent Satan to the earth.
That's correct.
So technically, the earth is hell, and Satan runs this. But Satan isn't necessarily a bad guy, because in every holy book, if you look at it, Satan has free reign to go to heaven anytime he wants. He goes up with the Elohim or the sons of men or, you know, other watchers, And he walks right into, that's why you get, it's in the story of Job. He walks right into the Council of 12's office, I guess, or wherever, because nobody ever says who the Council of 12 is. And Jesus is there, and they make their little bet about fucking Job over. So, I mean, the Satan.
It's been a long time
Lucifer,
since I studied Job, so I can't really.
Yeah, so the Lucifer, the head guy or whatever of hell or earth or whatever, has free reign to walk into heaven whenever the fuck he wants.
I'm not sure that's how that works, though. It's more.
I'm sure he might need a press pass or something, or at least make an appointment.
Let's be honest. It's about communication, right? So I think, but that's the thing is that the earth is under Satan's control. That's not up to debate. That's factual. And while he may not be a bad guy, he's not really doing a great job. So because things suck.
I've also heard some scholars kind of compare Satan to God's prosecuting attorney.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really force any shit on you. He doesn't really do, but he's like, hey, you know, he shows you the forbidden fruit. If you choose to eat it, you choose to eat it. But basically, but it's your ass if you eat it.
Yeah.
And
that's the weird part, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that goes to what we got today. I mean, are a lot of these people really getting sexually assaulted, or really did they get the choice? Okay, you got to fuck this old guy, or you don't get the part.
I mean,
if you made the choice to fuck the old guy, that's not sexual assault.
I mean, so
isn't that coercion though?
Well,
no, coercion is like, oh, come on, you could do it, come on. No, if like in the case of the Weinstein or whatever, that producer,
yeah,
you know, if you watch that trial, everybody said he was such a piece of shit, this and that. If you watch that trial, no, he was an old man. He might have used his power to get his way, but isn't that the reason why we all try to get power? I mean,
he did look gross. Let's be honest.
Right. So if he said, okay, I got this part for a movie, who's fucking me? And somebody says, I am, well, that's not assault.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that this is the yeah, I don't know.
You know, and in certain
countries,
in certain countries, R. Kelly wouldn't have went to prison. He didn't, you know, coerce them little girls. When it all came out and it was all said and done, he bought them girls from their parents.
Listen, but let's be honest. R. Kelly didn't go to jail for doing what he did. He went to jail because he lost favor of someone who was protecting other people. And he said, oh, well, R. Kelly, you go fuck yourself.
Yep. You know, just like nobody is talking about the fucking the Fugees guy. The rapper from the Fugees.
Wycliffe?
No. The other one, Pras. I think it was Pras or something. He was funneling millions into the Obama campaign. Millions.
Yeah.
And they were also into some trafficking of folks and Leonardo, I believe Leonardo DiCaprio even had to testify in that fucking trial. Leo was in a lot of that sketchy shit. And
Leo was because Leo's a slut, okay?
Well, he was groomed since way back when he first appeared on that Kirk Cameron shit.
Hey, you think he's got herpes?
Dude, they according to the Allie Carter, like they all got AIDS. According to Allie Carter.
So my understanding was one girl told her thing about one of her, it was she or one of her friends banged Leonardo DiCaprio, and he kind of like he zones in, starts talking, then the kind of covers go, okay, like, hey, do you have like when was the last time you got checked for stuff? And like, oh, he just, hey, there's an NDA. Da, 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 da. If you're down, I'm down. If you're not, that's okay. That's cool. But it's very like, but I'm gonna continue being Leonardo DiCaprio, and you'll be, hey, that one time some guy tried to fuck me and I couldn't, right? So, and he's just like, whatever. Like, yeah, I think I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who got like weird sex shit, and you're like, I don't know, man. There's a lot more to life than just fucking. I just,
It's a big part.
I'm not saying that fucking ain't great. I'm just, it's weird that people are such a fucking perverts, where you're like, man, all right, it's just weird. And the feet thing,
Well, I remember,
feet are weird, bro. People are, it's crazy.
I never understood the feet thing either, and I don't knock anybody's fetishes or kinks or whatever, but I mean, don't be a hypocrite about it. don't be a fucking hypocrite about it. Just to, and again, these same people who demand justice for these poor victims and supposedly all these kids or whatever, and we still aren't going after the other files or the other shit that is already proof out there. These same ones are supporting the fucking sand people. Who, and it's another fact, Muhammad married a 6-year-old at 54.
Hey, but he waited until she was 9, so calm down.
Yeah,
let's not be judgmental, bro. Can you imagine? Hey, can you imagine?
No,
let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest.
No.
One of someone your own age who's like, oh yeah, so I married a 9-year-old the other day, and you're not gonna be like, oh well, I gotta leave. I'll see you guys. Yeah, don't call me. Yeah, have a great night, man. I'm out. As soon as
it's one of my boys.
Yeah.
If one of my boys says, hey, I went overseas and got married, I want you to meet my wife, and he comes into the house with a child, no.
I'd punch him in the face. Minimum.
I mean, hey, I would like,
why?
Out of the goodness of my heart, I would say, okay, explain to me why this isn't what I think it is. And if there's no other explanation, then be like, all right, you're going to jail, man. I don't know what you would come to my house for.
I wonder how that works, because I mean, again, over in the litter box, that shit's allowed. So like, if you get married in the litter box to a 9-year-old and you decide to come to America, is that marriage valid?
I don't want to know.
I would figure due to freedom of religion, maybe.
Well, yeah, that's how they got away with that. Them parents got away with having their daughter mutilated out in Michigan.
Maybe.
But I don't.
That's a gross failure of society. If that's been
yes.
I don't. I don't want to know just because I want to live in ignorance, because like that's just one more.
You gotta
thing
look that shit up. You gotta look it up. See if the marriage.
I don't want that on my computer. I don't want that. I want it on my computer.
Go ahead, Marco. You look it up. You don't give a fuck.
No. I ain't gonna lie. My computer, I don't have any kind of files on my computer. I don't have any kind of. I might have a few like old videos of like different skits that we performed. I think I got the hot dog video. Nope.
I don't want to know.
I found out when I had the first Jeffy files downloaded on my phone in my Google Drive. It went from two phones. Third phone, my files disappeared magically, and I'm glad. Don't want it.
No.
I got one of the UFO files that I downloaded onto my phone. It was just a random one off the first page, just because I wanted to see what it was about. Kind of crazy shit. But yeah, I won't even put that on my shit. I might just have to get a laptop just for crazinesses.
A burning laptop? That's pretty fucked up.
I don't know. It's
get out of the library and look it up.
What? And get my jizz on my fingers from the fucking community keyboard? No, thank you. That's how you get herpes, bro. Right there, using the library
finger herpes.
If there's anybody truly masturbating in the library, there's some sick motherfuckers. Go to the Oddstown Library. Now that Dina brought that up, you might know. Someone, you'll be all right.
I mean, there are certain like kind of fetishes that you got. Now you make me want to go try to jack off in the library.
You
Everyone
just said
else
that
does
live,
it.
motherfucker. Do not. No.
Oh.
No. No. Bad Marco.
As long as you don't do it in front of any kids. You got to go like daytime while school is like going on. This way, there's only adults there.
No, because then the high school kids have breaks.
Yeah, but they also might want to have a conversation while
You
you're
don't
doing
go
it.
to the school library, motherfucker.
There
The
isn't
hell
a
is
school
wrong
library
with
anymore.
you?
They don't listen.
I want to hear the arrest
You know,
report
that's
of
the
Dan
town.
saying, "My friend told me to come to the library. This is the only library I know. What do you want me to do?"
I'm
Just fucking.
listen.
I'm
Austin has
handicapped.
a
Don't
whole
throw me
campus.
to the ground.
They don't
Never
have
change,
libraries in
man.
their schools anymore.
Never change, Dan. What, they don't have libraries in
libraries.
school? Oh, because kids
No.
can't read?
No, because they have a public library on the campus of the schools.
Oh, two birds with one stone. Nice.
Yes. So
That's
there
why
are kids that go there on their study halls.
Yeah, see the library around here is a good. You're wasting your whole fucking study hall time just walking there. It's a good walk from the fucking school, and you got to go across the bridge. So
yeah, but okay, but having a public library attached to the school means that you can have randos in
It's
close
not
proximity
attached
to children.
the school. Not attached to the school.
it's
but
on the school property.
campus.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
that's fine. But that means that the only resource for knowledge is also in the Thunderdome that is homeless people in the library, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not, it's like the whole idea of a school having a library is that kids have a great place for resources that also, they're not going to be harassed by dirty old Jim because he likes to jerk off onto foreign keyboards.
They use their phones now.
So speaking of the homeless people, because Dan and I started this discussion earlier, I'm noticing something that should have been handled now that Trump got rid of a good portion of the illegals. Did you notice that even though the illegals are gone in a lot of these places, the homeless rate has not went down?
Huh?
The
Why?
homeless rate has not went down.
Oh, because they
And
weren't
you
the
would-
homeless.
Well, you figure that now that the illegals are gone, they spent all these millions of dollars on shelters. They spent all these millions of dollars on programs for these illegals. Why doesn't that just transfer over to our homeless?
Shit.
Why aren't American homeless people in that same fancy hotel in New York? Why aren't American homeless people in getting them housing loans and shit that they was giving away in California? Or why are none of our American homeless getting the how many thousands of dollars cards? They were getting 2 cards, an EBT card and a money card. Why aren't any of our American homeless getting any of that? It was proven that we can do it. We proved it. You liberals were right. We could do it. You guys proved it with the illegals. So the illegals are gone. Why is this not going to our homeless? And here's an even bigger question. Where's the money at now? Because it ain't going back to the...
Of course. Come on. We all
Not
know
in my
exactly-
pocket.
Hey, listen, people are stupid enough to think that, hey, if my job is to stop homelessness, if I'm successful at my job, it means I'm going to be unemployed. That mentality is the most insane thing known to mankind. But that is the current. Hey, as soon as homelessness runs out, well, I'm out of the job. So I'm not going to actually fix anything. And why couldn't they take care of veterans like they took care of the illegals? Especially the ones that serve active duty
Paul.
overseas. They don't. No, they don't. Why would they? Fuck you. Fuck you. You serve your country, eat shit and die. That's what
There
people
should
say.
never, ever be a homeless veteran. Ever.
No, you're exactly right, Dan. You're exactly right.
I mean, people do stupid shit. They fuck up their lives and they end up homeless. Okay, whatever. They should still maybe get some help, but there should never, ever be a homeless veteran ever.
When it comes to being a veteran, in my opinion, the ranking for services would be, so children would go first. So like, let's say there was a waiting list for medical procedure. Children's would go first because I think that's fair. I think we can all agree that children should go first. Next should be veterans. Then you'd have like women, and then regular Joes, and then you'd have senior citizens. Last on the list is, listen, if you're dying from liver failure and you're 97 years old, fuck off. Just go die. Okay? I'm sorry. I know that's fucking hurtful, but like you did your thing. Okay? You're not going to
Paul, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, there's no reason we have proved, you know, again, the liberals and the Democrats are right. We can foot the bill for our homeless because we did it for the illegals. Now, there is a good portion of illegals that are gone. That same amount. If the Trump administration fucking deported 10,000 illegals, then 10,000 homeless people should have homes right now.
Yes.
That would make sense. But it's logical.
How dare you?
Who does anything logically in the world?
Exactly.
At least.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and that's a problem on both sides. That is a problem for the Democrats and the Republicans because neither one of you guys are doing shit. Yeah. You know, the Democrats proved that it can be done. The Republicans, why aren't you doing it?
I'm going to say this. I don't know if I've said it on the show. I know I've probably said it to you, Marco, but we have had two systems. The Democrats, or two parties, Democrats and Republicans. They're supposed to both have ideas. They're supposed to both come together for the best part of, put something together that works out best for the country. They don't do that anymore. When was the last time they actually passed anything of relevance?
The big beautiful bill and everything in that is pretty much fucked now.
I said of relevance.
Once everybody rubbed their fucking balls on that fucking bill, that paper was worth nothing but toilet paper.
Like I said, of relevance.
Well, that was the closest thing ever. Now, I'm glad you brought that up, though. Because Senator John Kennedy, and it's passed unanimously, 99-0 in the Senate. So now it's got to go beyond. I'm sure the Democrats will stop it. But Senator Kennedy pushed a bill that says any federal, you know, a senator, congressperson, whatever, if there is a government shutdown, your paychecks will be held until the shutdown is done, until the government is reopened.
Absolutely.
Anybody that's in Congress now that votes against that should be voted out.
That makes sense.
I think they should go one further. Is you're not only are you not going to get your paycheck, you're not allowed to earn anything you earn while government work. That's it. Sorry, shut it down. You're not allowed to earn from any resource. You know why? Because fuck you. That's why. Nothing. You have to dip into your savings and fuck you. That's what you.
And it's crazy that all these fucking these people in the Congress and in the House and in the Senate all have investments. A lot of them have their own businesses, but yet they have a fit that Trump has income from other businesses.
Yeah.
And it's all disclosed. And he still to this day doesn't take a government paycheck. He still donates his checks.
Yeah. What did Paul say? That's one of the things I try to tell people. They want the government to take care of them. Well, if you look at how the government handles veterans and they take care of us, in 22 of us die every day from suicide. Can you imagine the mass population? They don't do the job because it's now union jobs, and these people only go in there for a paycheck, and a veteran is just in the way. Eliminate the unions from our federal government. They have no more rights than the American people should have. Well, for one, now nowhere in the Constitution does it say that the government is to take care of the people individually or anything. We are not guaranteed any special health care or any of that in the Constitution. No. We are supposed to be a free nation, everybody working together, Remember back in the day, doctors didn't get paid except maybe by chickens, eggs, meat. Then we brought in taxes and Social Security, and the whole system went to shit. I mean, to a degree, right? I don't like. Look, I think doctors should be paid well, and super like doctors like I know it's a fictitious example, but like House, where he's like he specializes in crazy shit. Yeah, should be compensated very well, absolutely. But let's put into perspective. We also have people who play a sport and are paid 10, if not 20, if not 50 times as much because they play a sport really well.
Well, see, I see where you're coming from, but I hate when people use that example. I hate when people use the example of like the sports, especially, or even the singers or shit like that, because it's the people that are paying that.
Sure.
And because that many, that amount of people, it's not like they actually have a skill where they're going in and working on one person, So this is like a culmination. So now if there was only maybe 10 people who want to see $100 show, then that's $1,000. After you pay out whatever, you get that chunk left over. But if you got 100,000 people with $100 ticket, I mean, you can't blame that person for him fucking selling tickets. Because if he only let half the people come in for free and half the people sell tickets, then these people, or half the people fucking buy tickets, they're going to be like, well, why the fuck are they special?
Here's the thing, though, is that if you factor in the amount of gatekeeping and inability or any sort of encouragement of people to practice the arts, there's more than enough money for everyone to be entertained. There shouldn't be lineups anywhere. There should be cool bands playing it. Like there should be funny guys everywhere. There's so much stuff to be doing, but no. You know what? No, you have to come into the center of a city. You're going to pay for parking. And also there's going to be a lineup. You're going to have to pay 3 times as much for a beer because it's at my concession stand, but everyone gets,
and you're going to pay $100 for a fucking t-shirt.
Right. And you're going, see, I think we're being scammed on a grand scale and we don't realize how absolutely fucking insane it is right now. I think that's the real issue. I need to pee. So
yeah, it's about that time.
It's about pee time.
Is it this Friday? No, the 22nd is next Friday. Next Friday, I'm going to be hosting down at the Funny Farm. Come and check us out if you're around this area. And then that Tuesday, I believe I'm going to be, where the fuck am I going to be? I'm going to be at the Cove in Ashtabula. Their first opening comedy show of the season out in Ashtabula. Come and check us out after you're done partying for the weekend. Nice mellow time, get some laughs, and try to sober up for the rest of the week. And then after that, we got on June 10th the Benefit for Addiction out in Akron with Parrish Glover. We got a bunch of comedians on that. And then I will be doing a show sometime in July for the Rainbow folks. We haven't exactly got that all taken care of just yet, but got a bunch of comedians now for that too. So yeah, I guess support your Rainbow folks. You got anything go? Oh yeah, Thursday we got motherfucking mental health, and Dino does his morning motivational Thursdays with Crystal, who I feel like will shortly end up doing her shows like dressed like a ninja. I just feel that way. I hope I'm wrong. I hope so. Like I'm noticing, it's coming because the boobs slowly but surely are getting more and more covered.
And no comment.
And then we got mental health on Thursday. Dino will be with Generation Dan. I can't wait for Dan to realize that he's gonna have a Republican governor. It's fucking great. Oh, dude, that's gonna be like chocolate heroin. That's
sweet and salty. I like it. All right, I gotta piss.
All right, guys, be good to each other. We're out.
Later.
Do.